Keeping Them Honest report tonight, the return of the controversy over so-called death panels. Once thought dead and buried, perhaps the most talked about and fought over provision of President Obama's healthcare overhaul is back and threatening to launch yet another firestorm. Just look at these headlines. From the National Review to Fox Nation, dire warnings that the White House plans to make death panels a fact of life, and sooner than you might think. No doubt you remember the death panel debate. It was one of the ugliest fights of the whole reform issue, with GOP critics ripping the president's plan as the next best thing to government-sponsored euthanasia.
Death panels are the bureaucracies that President Obama is establishing where bureaucrats will make the decision on who gets health care and how much.
There was a provision in the bill that talks about a board that would decide the most effective measures to provide health care for people. Doesn't that lead to a possibility, at least opens the door to a possibility of rationing?
I think people are very concerned when we start talking about cost controls, that a bureaucracy, we don't necessarily, you're asking us to trust the government. We know people have said routinely, well, you're going to have to make decisions. You're going to have to decide. Communal standards, historically, is a very dangerous concept.
It's not in the bill.
I was about laughed out of town for bringing to light what I call death panels, because there's going to be faceless bureaucrats who will, based on cost analysis and some subjective idea on somebody's level of productivity in life, somebody is going to call the shots as to whether your loved one will be able to receive health care or not. To me, death panel, I called it like I saw it, and people didn't like it.
Backed into a corner, the president did his best to calm voters' fears. End-of-life counseling, he said, was a voluntary way for patients, not the government, to take charge of their medical needs and have Medicare pay for the counseling.
What you can't do, or you can, but you shouldn't do, is start saying things like, we want to set up death panels to pull the plug on grandma. I mean, come on.
But his reassurances didn't work. Polls showed many older Americans believe government death panels were real. In fact, the Kaiser Family Foundation says some 30% still do. So in 2009, Democrats dropped end-of-life planning provision from the reform package altogether. Fast forward to Christmas Day 2010, just 2 days ago, when this article appeared in the New York Times. Despite stripping end-of-life counseling from the health care reform bill signed into law last March, the White House is moving forward with the plan. As of January 1st, the government will pay doctors to advise their Medicare patients on end-of-life care options. It's all part of a new Medicare policy, folding what the government calls voluntary advanced care planning into each Medicare patient's annual checkup. In other words, the White House is doing by regulation what Congress could not do by legislation. But the White House is quick to deny credit. According to a spokesman, the end-of-life counseling benefit actually became law under President Bush. The only thing new here, the official says, is a regulation allowing these discussions to happen as part of the patient's yearly checkups, or what they call wellness visits. Those are the facts, but what does it mean for your family's health? Joining me now is Maria Cardona, Democratic strategist and one-time campaign advisor to Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pfotenhauer, president of Media Speak Strategies and former advisor to John McCain. Nancy, let's start with you. After all the heated rhetoric over these so-called death panels, how outraged will opponents of the health care law be now that the Obama administration has found a way to bring back these benefits?
Well, I'll use the president's language. This is something you can but not should do. This was rejected by Congress, by the People's House, when he had overwhelming Democratic majorities. America said no. He is now doing a regulatory end run on that. Now, whether you agree or disagree with the sentiment of the American people, it was strong, it was forceful, and Democrats themselves backed off. So I think there will be a tremendous backlash. I think that's unfortunate, but I think it will happen.
And Maria, why would you say the White House is so keen on giving credit for this provision to the Bush administration? What are they so worried about?
Well, first of all, it's a fact, but what we've seen, unfortunately, in this debate is that, facts don't really matter. But the fact of the matter is here, and you said it in your opening, Randy, this framework was something that was actually started and implemented under President Bush. So if opponents to this are now getting all riled up, they need to go back and blame President Bush for this. That's number one. Number two, the brilliance of the coining of the term death panels is surpassed only in its complete and utter lack of intellectual honesty, which